The following contest is a submission match. On the way to the ring, from Long Island, New York, Ashley. And the opponent, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Candice Michelle.
Good evening, and welcome to Los Angeles, where a sellout crowd is ready for some Smackdown action.
Yeah, LA is full of stars, but tonight we're gonna see the WWE Superstars.
And not just any superstars, but the Smackdown Superstars, the greatest superstars in sports entertainment. Tinseltown will never be the same. I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE Superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have, and that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE Superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast this superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto. There's the reversal.
Night after night, the WWE Superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
I don't care how many times I see her. I'll never get over how good Ashley looks.
And she's more than just a pretty face. Ashley's an incredible competitor as well. What a reversal! The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. Wow, is it hot in here, or is it just Candice?
If you make one more comment like that, I'm fitting you for a crown and sending you to work on Monday night. Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. And look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Nice quick counter there. Going up that turnbuckle hurts a hell of a lot less than coming down from it.
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
You can't let that break your focus, but that's easier said than done. That was a textbook reversal. Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got.
Ashley certainly is a beautiful young woman. If I wasn't a happily married man.
Come on, what would you do with a woman like Ashley?
I'm not going to answer that, partner. My wife might be watching. Candice Michelle is a beautiful young woman, but I'm not sure she's cut out for a match like this.
Are you blind? Look at her. You think it's a mistake to put her front and center in the middle of the ring?
I'm not saying she's not easy on the eyes, partner, but I question how capable she is of handling herself in active competition.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you anything can happen here in the WWE.
I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
No superstar in the locker room can afford to ignore the WWE fans. And there's the counter. It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
Ashley's a wild little filly, but I bet I could tame her.
I'm not sure about that, partner. She seems like she'd be quite a handful.
She seems like she'd be a couple, but I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It's only a matter of time before Candice Michelle tries to cheat in this match, and when she gets caught, she'll try to pretend that she's completely innocent. We've seen it before.
Believe me, if there's one thing that Candice isn't, it's innocent, and I'm digging it.
Why do I get the feeling it won't be long before you're working the word puppies into your repertoire?
Whoa, I don't mind a little ribbon, but that was kind of a cheap shot, don't you think? It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, and you're going to find out exactly how tough it is to do this job with your jaw wired shut. I love hearing a crowd come alive, even if I disagree with what they're saying.
Me too, and I do agree with what they're saying.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE superstars in. This could be big, but it could backfire. Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years.
These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
Ashley first came to the WWE as the winner of the Diva Search contest, and it's not hard to see why.
You'd have to be blind, deaf, and stupid not to. That is one beautiful creature right there.
Candice has got her work cut out for her tonight. Can she pull it off?
Let's face it, Candice is athletic.
And it's a flurry of closed fist punches in that turnbuckle.
And I bet I know how many we're going to see. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but looks like someone's moving up in the world.
There's no doubt that Ashley is one of the most beautiful and talented divas on the roster.
Her only problem is her terrible taste in men. You know she's refused every dinner invitation I've offered her.
Aren't you already married, partner?
Who said anything about marrying her?
Wow, listen to that chant.
The crowd makes a huge difference, whether they're for you or against you. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well.
I think someone's been taking flying lessons.
Candice is not what you'd call a classic. This is going to be big, one way or the other.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You got to come in ready for battle.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this.
These superstars are putting on a clinic.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same after this one. And there's the reversal.
I know I say this a lot, but it ain't ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience. I cannot remember the last time I've seen a crowd this pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight. I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match, and the fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
We're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight.
I'm all for freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not. Boy, this is not the way I thought this match was going to go at all.
And that's what makes...
Oh, man, whether you like this superstar or not, you got to have a little sympathy right now.
I have to agree with you, partner. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes, too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys, their WWE career is their life. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars.
You feel like a jerk when someone counters you like that. These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
This one could still go either.
So much can go wrong from that top turnbuckle.
Candice might still be pretty inexperienced, but I'm impressed with her development so far.
You gotta be kidding me. I don't think I've ever seen her win a match without cheating.
Hey, you've got enough disadvantages when it comes to picking up women. You don't need to badmouth them too. Oh, man, I don't envy that referee. The last place I'd want to be is between these two superstars.
You can say that again. Talk about hazardous to your health. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That's not necessarily the case. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience.
That's ridiculous. When I hit someone with the clothesline from hell, they stayed down, period.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner. Look at this! You don't often see a superstar's own finishing move used against them like this.
Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of question. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match. Anyone who thinks this business is a piece of cake should get into the ring with these superstars.
I don't think anyone would last too long against them. These are trained WWE professionals. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be Cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
You can imagine the tension between the competitors right now. Well, you could if you had ever actually been in a match.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off of these superstars.
Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
This sellout crowd just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? That's not exactly a great entertainment value.
You might be right. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself.
There isn't an ounce of quit in these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end.
The key to winning a match like this is to build momentum. You're not going to see a match won with just one or two moves.
No, but one or two big moves at a crucial point.
Here's your winner, Candice.